Hey there, BiomagHealer all and biomagneticians, to be or not to be. I wanted to turn you on to some of the advancements here at the, first time I'm ever going to say this, the biomagnetic pineal healing gland. Maybe I'll say it that way too. Biomagnetic pineal healing academy. And I want to just keep up to date with what we're learning, what we're finding out, and where we're at the advancements, and keep a log and keep informing and put it down here on record so others have access, because this stuff is being learned and grown so fast, but there's no central database. And I've been at this now straight for 2 years every day, and I've got a lot of archived information that I want to share. And so we're beginning the Biomag Healing Pineal Academy now. This is my first broadcast, and just let me know what you think. I'll present, here, you check this out. Just playing around with just different kind of logos here as we start this academy. So tell me what you think. I got some different versions here. But the greatest healing protocol the world has ever known, and Biomag Pineal Healing Academy. And this connects us to the consciousness of the world universe, the cosmic universe. So that's what's so important about this all, and then we can bring it to others and everybody can do it. It's just critical. So this is BiomagneticGuide.com. BiomagneticGuide.com. You see up here BMG 5.1. You can sign up. I can log in. I think it was $72 or something. This gentleman's, I think, in Spain. And he's translated all the work. And remember, Dr. Goyes has been in Spanish, and so Dr. Garcia has been a great hero in translating it to English, bringing it to the United States. And they found this, and this is just gold. This is so cool, all the different sites in here, and I went over this before, but just this list right here, just go start scanning the 1,000 basic pairs and see what you find in people. If you find they think they got bacteria, see if they got bacteria and scan right here. There's hundreds here too. And they got the beautiful thing, this chart, sorry, the timer's working, and here you get emotional issues for this, that, and the other thing, A through Z. Scan and see what you ever, so let's say you find someone has something with, let me see, anxiety, someone's got anxiety, imagine that. You pull up this chart, and this is what's so beautiful about it, and here's the placements. Just do your muscle testing. They need this, they need this, they need this, they need this, they need this. And then eventually we're going to start putting these groups of anxieties, which I've already started to do, into groups, into coding. And that's what I want to talk about in advancements at the Biomag Healing Pineal Academy, is that these advancements are now using coding. And this big thanks and shout out to Daniel Blair up there in Canada for putting the ideas and putting this together and making it happen. And now we're proving it out that it's working. And this is what I really want to show you. So let's say we have a group of a 6 pair, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the general 6 pair for anxiety. And we have someone that has anxiety. Well, right now we're doing every placement. Then we're asking, is there more? Is there other places? Do you need another? And you keep going through these 6 placements. But what if there was a code that could be activated with our intention? Now remember, our intention is what is setting us up for learning where to put the placements, how to put the placements, and if there's other placements to find, right? It's our intention. So what if our intention, we put these into a code? And what if this code can set the intention for the placements to activate? And Daniel just put out a video of that happening with him putting in a piece of paper, the code, in his pocket, and went by 5G with a friend, and he showed how having the code on them and having the code not on them weakened them and strengthened them with just putting in a piece of paper. We have no limits to where the potentiality of this is. All right, so what do I mean by coding? So coding is, and this is what I'm sharing with you now because I want this to get out and I want this to get on record. This code, B as in boy, I muscle tested. How did I get these numbers? I muscle tested. B as in boy, 13369. B as in boy, 13. I know what you're thinking, but it's also 369. It's very powerful how this came out this way. Now what I set this up is for as I'm adding, as we're finding, as we're learning, as there is terrain that is causing the major issues in humanity today, and humanity, that we have to keep up with the terrain and what they're throwing at us. Okay, here comes the booster shot. What are they? Okay, now we're finding this, this, and this. Now we're finding graphene oxide. We're having code for that. That's what we included in here. GO, graphene oxide. We got the code images of placements that you can go down and find the placements for each one of these that you need for any of one of these issues that we're all coming up with, because we have to continually scan. This isn't one time I'm better. We're getting hit all the time. So this is about using the code that activates and clears us each. You muscle test each day. You muscle test your family. Okay, can I activate code B13369? And you activate those codes, please, that need to be activated to help my daughter today. Is that okay? Yes. Am I done? Yes. Do I need to look at the images? No. Thank you very much. And you check each day to see who needs it, who got sprayed, who's got mold. Mold is a major issue. And now we're finding myocarditis, respiratory issues. This is the graphene oxide. We're working through the systems. Also skin issues. We have a whole separate one for skin issues. So these are all the codes for all these issues. Myocarditis, graphene oxide, we're finding respiratory, current up to date. Are you following me so far? Aerosol spraying. This is geoengineering one. This is the clearing that we put together. Daniel helped out greatly on this. And so this is for geoengineering aerosol. We get sprayed all the time. Everybody is. Smallpox. We put this in when this was starting out. I'm leaving it in because this has a lot of virus clearing. And then heavy metal detox, molds, and more. All right. So then you would just go through the placements if you want to do personal scans and say, so-and-so, do I need this one placement or that placement? And it's hard to see on here, but if you look close enough where the black and the red placements go for each one of the issues. Okay. On here. So maybe I should go a little bit slower and you can stop it. All right. So these are ones I'm finding too, just to go through these. Medulla, heart. This is for emotional attachment issues, cruelty, and desires. Okay, I'm going to come back to this. I want to finish on coding though. Hang on a second. All right, so what I've done, and again, credit to Daniel, and awesome idea, buddy, and thank you. This could be huge. If this works, it could be huge, and there's no limits to the possibilities and potentialities. This, I went through the different issues. This is Dr. Garcia's most common pathogens list put into code. And again, I just muscle tested to get the numbers on the right. I put together all the Yersinia pestis, that's the spraying, aerosol spraying, pictures together, and then I asked for a number and put it into that number, and that's the code. Same thing for rabies, tuberculosis, pseudoaeruginosa. Excuse me. And then we got the pathogens, viruses. So you just scan this sheet and say, does so-and-so need this? Do I need this? Can I activate this code? Boom. You don't even have to have the map. You don't have to have the magnets. Bada bing, bada boom. Is that possible? Well, think about what else is possible. Let me show you the rest of these. So this is for this. If you can just stop it and look and just copy it, take a snapshot, and then try it yourself with the muscle testing. All right. Issues and symptoms coding. Here's where I got a lot of, I put all these together, I'm making, so why don't we make a group code for all these issues? Well, here's individual, here's the COVID virus as we're learning it, heavy metal and mold, boom, there's your number right there. That's the one, the big one we just showed on the beginning. Heavy metal clearing, 54, just remember that. You see them spraying, just say, can you activate 54, please? And just muzzle test and see if they say yes or no. Do I need heavy metal? Does my friend have heavy metal? Can I clear him? You can be sitting there having dinner with somebody, and you could say, "Can so and so cross the table? Do they have? Yes, they need it. Okay, they got sprayed. Okay, can you activate 54 for them and activate the images for the code? Yes, you can, and help them. Thank you. And it's all in your head, and they don't know you did anything. What if we could do this to groups of people? So this gets down to insomnia, 2B463B. And this is why I'm speaking out now, because I'm not a scientist, because I've done enough studies now, and I know enough to know when you start to get a trend, you got something going. And trend is your friend, we used to say in Wall Street. So insomnia, I've started doing, and I'm 5 for 5 with people who have used the code and gotten sleep immediately the night after. Noticeable. Each one was noticeable. Better sleep. What if? So this insomnia, your homework, listeners and friends, 2B463B, try that for yourself, try that for others, and see if that helps you or others go to sleep better, easier. You're activating the code on my computer, in my folders, in my binders of these codes that I have images of. You don't know what the images of, but I have them. And we're connected. We're all connected. All right? And to think of this is the feminine divine, just to share one little off kind of esoteric knowledge. So the stars, we see the stars only for one reason. That's because the background, the darkness is everywhere and the stars can shine. But what is the darkness? It's everywhere. We're connecting to everywhere. We can ask of everything. We're in the Akashic record. We're in the knowledge of all things, all time, all knowing, all everything. We're accessing, and we're just little children learning how. And that's how this works. And in the unknowing, we get to experiment and try. So I'd like you to try with this insomnia code because it is provable, demonstratable, and it's easy to, we can do fatigue and stuff, but the noticeable one is insomnia that everybody's having. So anyway, if you could try 2B4638, that'd be awesome. Fatigue, brain fog, headaches, balance. Try this once for headaches, 1A2A2. It's even kind of balanced there too. Emotions, R688. It's got depression, anxiety, fear, loneliness, depression, suicidal thoughts. R688. Raka chakra, feeling like you want to get your energy, you want to get your chakras. Boom. So here's the elderly. I do this with my mom intentionally, even though I'm not with her, remotely. Set my intention. Can you help mom with G65G? Thank you. Make it so. And then reservoir clearing, common cold, vaccine injuries. And then here's symptoms coding 2, pain, back pain, inflammation, cancer, hospital scars, breast surgery scarring, obesity, toothaches. Try this for your toothaches. You got a toothache. Try this code. I need feedback. Addiction detox, another one. People that drink too much, smoke too much, have too much, just say, can you activate? And just ask permission. If you ask permission, if you can help this person with this code and it says yes, then activate the code. If it says no, then don't do it. So when muscle testing is your friend and you know it, you just ask for permission. And when you get the permission, you set the code, and we may be able to heal remotely with these codes, our friends and family. Just because they're intentionally are known now by someone that you're connected with. We're all connected to the backdrop now. We're all the backdrop of the greatest healing protocol, and it's all magnetic energy, which is everywhere and everything. It's the law of attraction. So that's why it's so beautiful and so great that we're learning all these. And then again, the most common pathogens list here. And then another thing I've done here is people with urinary tract infections. I put up a Google images together. Sorry, this is not. That's better. So this would be a scan. Does this person having the tooth problem? He had headaches to need this placement, yes or no? And you could just go through the book and see what placements for headaches. And I think what I'll do is I'll put this online. And again, you just stop, look where the placements are on there. Remember, the color you see goes down against the skin. Just flip it over. And that goes down, but he's showing you which one should be down, black or red. And then you can read the issues here and just ask if it needs this one or this one for headaches. So you ask in the group here, when I would start, if I want to start about someone with headaches, I can scan many different ways. But here I've got albums of issues. And so here, reservoir, does this person need anything in this box, and how about rabies? If I found rabies, I go in here and see if there's more specific issues with rabies. Emotional placements, here's where you can spend a lot of time just going through this. There's the code for that there. So here's all the images I put together that are behind this. Here's my dog Oscar, had a massive hematoma, put some placements on it, major pain, and next morning he was 80% gone. Couldn't see the hematoma. Amazing. Pet vets, we nearly need this. Here's vital tune-up, malaria. So here's all the images when I set my codes that I would go through and put together in my mind, and then I would Google for the codes to put the numbers with. And so here's a light sensitivity, eyes, people, reading glasses, things like that, type of thing. So this is something you can develop your own codes with. You can put your own groupings together. Here's insomnia, sleep code. But this is how I set the image in my mind, put the intention behind it, asked what coding I should get, and by asking that coding, that's how I came up with, and these are the images behind that. But the one that we're updating is the heavy metal toxins, the terrain, since we all know that heavy metal terrain toxins are our major problem, and that we're going to have to keep updating this as we get hit, as things go down. In addition, we have a code here for graphene oxides, code 77T79, and this was put together by Daniel B. Great credit to him for just giving us the idea and running with it. But these placements here can be used, black on the left, red on the right, muscle test for accuracy and for each person's individual. But here we have answers to what they're coming at us with. And then the more things that come at us, the more things we'll be able to find and we'll be able to mitigate through magnetic placements. And we also have placements for the as it gets into the body. And also note that when it first started, people were putting spoons on their arm where they got shot and jabbed. And then a week later, it was the chest. And then they were using their heads that were getting magnetized. And this is it spreading, the spike protein spreading throughout the body, the cytokine storm, as they're calling it. So these, we do have answers. We are finding ones for these other two as well. But as things come, we're going to be able to have some answers, and we're going to be able to mitigate the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. And we can help others. So this is my effort to put these codes together so that we can do this, and we'll keep updating. And then hopefully I've got some nurses now that are speaking with me now about being trained, and when they get on it more, we're going to go into a whole other realm of this stuff. But I just wanted to share with everybody what we're doing at the advancements of coding. And again, thanks to Daniel. And that this may work in groups, and we may take this to another level, and we may protect ourselves and our loved ones, be able to group heal. We'll find out as we go down, but I just wanted to share this with you all. And for those of you who don't know about Biomag Healing, you can go to my website, BiomagHealer.com. BiomagHealer that's the store. BiomagHealer.org, that's the website, and BiomagHealer on YouTube. And here's my email down there. And just if you can, just if you feel like it, just let me know in Biomag Healer which of these covers you like for my new creation, which everyone's going to benefit from, I hope. So here's another cover background. And this one with a lotus flower coming up the back here and Tesla coil up the top, that kind of thing. And the other thing that's really important to understand is a great divide has occurred around the world. It's a round, flat world. It is round and it's flat. And we need to reclaim our native. It's so easy to identify now. If you've been, you can't, and your blood is not. Look at the picture. Native, True Blood Unite. Pick a name. Let's start something. That's what I came up with. Pure, native, uncontaminated. What do you mean uncontaminated? Look at the picture. And that's how we reclaim our sovereignty, through our bloodlines that we unite through. Hey, you True Blood? Yeah, me too. All right, bro, let's go. It's like this is something we can wrap around. And using Biomag energy, I'd love to do some magnets on that bag on the right there and the tainted one and see what I could do. Blood is life. Thank you. Here's the Healing All. And the newly launched, or about to be launched, hopefully, soon. I think I like this one. Take care. Peace and love.